like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LBBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So press 2 if y'all can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Press 2 if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Man, got a major update for you guys. I told y'all I had a big video for you guys coming tonight, and you best believe I was gonna deliver when I told y'all that earlier tonight. So press 2 if you guys can hear me in the comments. Make sure that y'all share the video. Make sure that you guys like this video as y'all come on in, man. As I got an ether napalm bomb I told y'all I had coming into this video tonight for everybody that's listening, man. So make sure y'all let me know y'all can hear me. Salute to everybody. Hopefully they give y'all the notifications for this. And y'all get on in here, man, and hit that like button, share the video, and let's ring it up real quick because I'm finna let y'all know everything that's going on as Sean Diddy Combs just took the biggest losses of his entire time right now since getting rejected for bail. Diddy just took the biggest losses just now. Man, bro, he got hit with a tsunami today. I'm talking about absolute tsunami that even his best cappers, even Bookman in the crew, can't overcome. These facts I'm about to drop on y'all's helmet tonight. As first and foremost, let's start with the things that happened with Diddy today that, bro, this shit right here is damn near devastating for Diddy, bro. This dude ain't making it out of here, bro. It's over with, dog. It's damn sure over with, man. And if anybody doesn't think it's over with, you just don't have half a brain. You don't have half a brain, man. But I'm gonna make sure you got one, cause I'm finna cook these dudes 3 the hard way today. So today in court, you guys, let's start in court. The judge on this case, you guys, has came out and made a few rulings, and all of them big L's for Sean Diddy Combs, major L's for Diddy, as the judge has just came out in his filing today to Diddy's team, a 15-page filing that I'm not even going to read all 15 pages of this terror for y'all, because the judge just dropped a rock bottom hammer on Diddy, as the judge says he does not agree with Diddy that Cassie's civil lawsuit. Remember all these buffoons was running around here? Remember Umar Johnson running around here talking about all this foolishness? Oh, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. She got paid, man. Man, be quiet. Sit down somewhere, man. Where the school at, bro? Don't even send out to us no more until you got to school, bro. We don't want to hear nothing else from you. Until you got to school, Umar, we don't want to hear nothing else from you ever again. We don't want to hear anything else from we don't trust you. We don't want to hear nothing else from you until the school is up, man, and running, period. All that other stuff you got to say about is uncivilized. But let me keep going. Today, the judge, Orange Subramanian, basically has denied many motions on Diddy. First of all, he has put out today in his writing that he disagrees that Cassie's civil lawsuit against Diddy undermines her credibility. In fact, he says it's just the opposite. He says that having already been blank, 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 Cassie lacked any financial motivation to lie. Is what he said. The judge says, oh, no, 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 no. So Diddy just lost this. And let me read this to you, and you see some of the parts redacted. You're going to hear this in court. He says, as to evidence of victim one's, which is Cassie, civil suit against Sean Diddy Combs, the affidavit already included this information. CEG redacted. While the affidavits don't reveal that Combs eventually redacted to resolve the case, it is unclear how redacted undermines Cassie's credibility. Just the opposite is what the judge says. Having already been redacted, victim one, who is Cassie, lacked any financial motive to lie. And while Combs is correct that the information as to a confidential informant's credibility must be considered because Cassie, everybody's like, oh man, Cassie did something to Diddy. Yeah, she's a CI. She's a confidential informant. She gave up information on Diddy and the profit agreement in order to walk free. I told y'all this. I showed y'all the paperwork. But the judge is writing it for y'all right here. This is for all y'all that don't read paperwork, don't like to read paperwork, don't have no brains, don't have no common sense, just come on YouTube and say anything. Oh, Diddy got wins today. He got wins. He took losses, Bookman. He got his ass stumped on and a mud hole walked dry. Read the paperwork, dog. He lost everything today. And he got accused of attempted murder, which we're going to get to in a few minutes. As y'all can read the paperwork, because I know these fools don't. They never come with paperwork. They just talk, just run their mouth. That's all. And they're going to get ethered every single day they come around here. But it says right here, it says that Cassie, the judge saying this. This is the judge writing this, y'all. He says Cassie lacked any motivation, financial motive to lie. He says, and he says, while Diddy is correct that the information as to a confidential informant's credibility, because Diddy was arguing about Cassie's credibility, the judge says, while it's correct that the information to a confidential informant's credibility must be considered in a warrant application. He says, see McCauley versus Cuddy, or McCauley versus CNTY of County of Rensselaer. 740 FD, y'all can read all the other paperwork. He says the Second Circuit differentiates between personal informants and witnesses like Cassie, who need not be shown to have been previously reliable before the authorities may rely on their statements. Meaning, that shit Diddy's talking about is thrown out the window with Cassie's credibility. Because in other cases, people who you would not have deemed to have been credible have been used as confidential informants when they gave up information in order to help the feds or the government officials solve a crime. Diddy, you're done, son. It also goes on to say, but I know these bums can't read paperwork. His ass is grass. Read this again. It says, the Second Circuit differentiates between professional informants and witnesses like Cassie, victim one, who need not be shown to have been previously reliable before the authorities may rely on their statements. Plain and simple. Diddy just got popped like a pimple. Now let's keep going. It goes on. It says, in addition, other witnesses corroborated Cassie's information. I told y'all this. Didn't I come in here and tell everybody that's watching this video on my channel that Cassie had so many people that loved her, that was standing on business and speaking up for her? And all these fools want to go around making videos trying to go against what I say. Nigga, when I say move, nigga, you better move, nigga. Shut your mouth, boy. You shut your mouth when the king talking. When daddy talking, you shut your mouth, boy. Straight like this. Stumping a mud hole and walking it dry. Point blank period. This is how you stump a mud hole in them, y'all. This is how you destroy the enemies. This is how you destroy the gatekeepers. This is how you destroy the people that's out here trying to uphold the devilish activity that's been going on. But we gonna shake the devil all the way off today. And that's a fact. It says, in addition, other witnesses corroborated Cassie's information. That's all y'all need to know. I already told y'all earlier today, and I'm gonna put the link to that video in the comment section below, that the former ex-president of Bad Boy Records will be testifying in the trial on behalf of Cassie. That was revealed today in the court. Let me repeat myself again. The ex-president of Bad Boy Records, right? James Cruz, this guy right here, I showed y'all this a few minutes ago. This guy right here on the right-hand side of your screen, that was Diddy's former ex-president of Bad Boy. He stepped down in 2028 when he launched his own Latin marketing agency. So where's these bums at? And to the person who said it'll be covered up, no, it won't. It's all coming out because it's already out. And I'm going to tell you why it's already out. To the person who says it's going to be covered up, no, it's not. It's all coming out in court. It'd have been covered up if Diddy would have took the plea. But Diddy wants everybody to get exposed, in my opinion, because if not, he'd have took the plea, took the 15 or whatever they gave him, and went and did his years. But he want to take this to trial. He want everybody to be exposed out here in the public because he know that's what's going to happen. I don't think Diddy cared because he feel like everybody didn't stand up for him. So hey, it is what it is. That's just my opinion. But let's keep going. So it also says that part is redacted. It says the affidavit state. That means the testimonies of the witnesses who corroborate Cassie. He wrote it all right there. All right there. He said they also state that blank, 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 and that Cassie told the doctor. They have a doctor that's going to be in here, y'all. There's a doctor that's going to be testifying in this trial on behalf of Cassie that Cassie told, right? It says Cassie's own statements to law enforcement were not sole basis for probable cause. So he's saying, the judge is saying that Cassie's own statements to the law enforcement were not the sole basis for probable cause. So Cassie went to the police. These niggas talking about Cassie beat up on Diddy because Diddy said so. They talking about Cassie beat up on Diddy. So where's Diddy's police reports? They said Cassie went to the police. Read it right here. The judge said he saw the paperwork. You niggas getting ethered, nigga. Period. I'm smoking every last one of these buck dancers because they shucking and jiving for a demon. And like Cat Williams said, sometimes you got to tell Diddy no. Period. It says it right there. Look at the last line. Cassie, who's victim one, own statements to law enforcement were not the sole basis for probable cause. So they're saying, look, Cassie's own statements, you talking about her credibility. What about the credibility of all the witnesses she got that corroborate her story? You're done, is what the judge is saying. Now let's keep on going because Diddy took multiple losses today. Also, the judge went on to say, finally, even if the warrants were infirm, suppression, and he's talking about the evidence. Remember Diddy wanted to get the evidence thrown out of court? Guess what? The judge denied that shit too. Period. You understand what I'm saying? The judge denied that shit too. Let me tell y'all what the judge said. And the judge says, right? He went on to cook Diddy. He said, finally, even if the warrants were infirm, suppression would not be warranted given the good faith exception, which recognized an exception to the exclusionary rule for evidence obtained in objectivity, reasonable reliance on a subsequently invalidated search warrant, right? He says, and he goes on to say, right, that basically Combs' motion to suppress the evidence in this case denied. Bookman, you're losing again, Bookman. You're taking a whole lot of L. See, you coming on here talking trash, right? I'm coming on here with facts, buddy. I'm coming on here with paperwork, buddy. Sit down and shut the hell up, man. You shut the hell up, man. You shut the hell up, man. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. I stand on top of these chumps. Now, let me put this out here again for you guys. I'm going to show y'all where this punk got denied again, period. And all them buffoons that's out there putting out misinformation, lying on y'all, y'all can see, y'all make y'all decision. You going to listen to words or you going to listen to the actual paperwork and court filings that was filed and sent, sealed, and delivered today? There it goes right there on your screen. I was never capping, nigga. As you can see, today's date, As you can see, read what it says, y'all. Conclusion, Combs' motion to suppress the evidence, is denied. The clerk of court is respectfully directed to terminate document 159. That's from Diddy's team, right? So that motion for Diddy to suppress the evidence, right, has been denied. Now, as far as Diddy, right, and let me see. The judge went on to say Diddy, he said Combs' history lesson ignores what Armstrong requires. Evidence about the government's motives in its own prosecution. The judge cooked this dude. He cooked him again. He says Combs devote the bulk of his attention to the origins of document 2421, which he says was enacted, or 2421, which he says was enacted by 1910 to target a black male. Remember Diddy shit that he told the judge that they were trying to target a black male, even though this fool didn't have the only black lawyer he had. Anthony Rico quit after he seen everything that was over. He quit. And then this dude went and hired that black girl at the end who tried to take down black artists herself, but he's talking about somebody trying to target a black man. Well, guess what, y'all? Your boy Ticket, I'm going to come through rocking like a cut-off stocking once again. Let me put this on the screen to see y'all this whooping, because the judge gave Diddy BTA today. Belt to ass, point blank period. This dude took an absolute licking in the courtroom today. Now, let's go to the next one, right? So remember this right here, y'all? Let me go ahead and get this off. I need to get this off right here. Hold on. Let me get this off right here. Because this is gonna be a slow cook right here. This is gonna be a slow cook right here. Because y'all know I got paperwork. I got bills on top of bills. You know I got paperwork, y'all. I got paperwork party, y'all. I got real paperwork. Now, see, when they talk, they don't come with no paperwork, bro. When I talk, nigga, I come with paperwork, my nigga. I come with signed paperwork from the judge, nigga. Not some YouTube talk where you think you know the truth behind everything, but it's a lie, nigga. I come with real documents, not made up ish. Now, like I said, Combs devotes the bulk of his attention to the origins of 2421, which he says was enacted in 1910 to target black male sexuality, end quote. Document 153, 3 through 4, and 8. But whatever the troubling history of 2421, its present day enforcement appears on its face race neutral in this district. Let me repeat that line again so y'all can understand this, because I know some people don't understand English. It says, but whatever the troubling history of that 2421 is, right, that Diddy was trying to refer to, its present day enforcement appears on its face neutral in this district, reaching across race and gender. Bum. I added the bum in there because that's what you are. You're a bum. As far as selective prosecution is concerned, 2421's current application is what is at issue. Any argument concerning the statute's root must make a sufficiently strong connection to what is happening in the prosecutor's offices today. Combs' history lesson ignores what Armstrong requires, which is evidence about the government's motives in its own prosecution. Go down to the bottom of the page. Having failed to show some evidence of both discriminatory effect and discriminatory intent, see Bass 536 US at 863. Further discovery on these issues is unwarranted, Diddy. The motion to dismiss Diddy is denied. This fool telling people Diddy won. He lost on every place in court he lost. He lost in every way you can lose today. It goes on though. He goes on. I told y'all this. He took 2 major losses. You cannot make this up. You can't make it up. Now let's read what's on your screen. Let's read what's on y'all screen. This fool took all kind of losses. Not only did he also lost, as the judge says, again, he won't suppress the evidence from the searches of his LA and Miami mansions, nor will he dismiss the 2 counts against him. You saying who said he won? These buffoons on YouTube like Bookman. Oh, Diddy got a major win. No, he didn't. That nigga took a loss. He took all losses. Look. So y'all read this one. Opinion in order. As to Sean Combs, defendant Sean Combs has moved to dismiss these counts 3 and 5 of the superseding indictment, which charged him with violating 18 U.S.C. 2421 by transporting victim number 1 and victim number 2 and commercial sex workers in interstate and foreign commerce with the intent that they engage in prostitution. See footnote 1 on this opinion in order. Combs argues that these counts should be dismissed because they reflect a clear case of selective prosecution, and that 2421 has been invidiously deployed against a prominent black man. Did I tell you all that shit with him bringing in that girl lawyer wasn't going to work? He was going to get smoked. He thought bringing in that black girl lawyer was going to help him. Nope. The judge shot that shit down too. Right? Combs' motion, read on y'all screen right there. Ladies and gentlemen, read with me. Read with me, y'all. Combs' motion, right? Read with me. Hold on, my bad. I got the wrong one up. That one right there. Read with me right there. Combs' motion is in all caps, denied. See this opinion in order. Having failed to show some evidence of both discriminatory effect and discriminatory intent, see Bass 536 U.S. at 863. Further discovery on these issues is unwarranted, so the motion to dismiss by Diddy is denied. So ordered the judge. He signed. Yes, I'm excited because a piece of monkey crap is going to be put down in prison. That's exactly what needs to be happening. Get all the trash out the streets. Point blank, period. Apostrophe. I don't care what it looked like. Black, white, Asian, I don't care. Get their ass out and clean this shit up. So your kids don't have to grow up in this BS. Opinion in order. As to Sean Combs, defendant Sean Combs moved to suppress evidence that the government can obtain pursuant to the 2024 warrants, a January 2024 warrant to search Combs' iCloud accounts. Remember I told y'all that they got all Diddy's iCloud accounts? Remember I told y'all this, and these bums was like, oh, Ticket don't know these, man, nigga, shut the hell up, nigga. It's right there in black and white. You damn fool. I told y'all, read paperwork, idiot. It says that Combs, the government, obtained pursuant to 4 2024 warrants, a January 2024 warrant to search Combs' iCloud accounts, a March 2024 warrant to search Combs' Los Angeles residence, and a March 2024 warrant to search Combs' Miami residence, and a March 2024 warrant, right? Warrant to search Combs' person and 2 cell phones. Document 159, document 160 at 2. Combs claims there are 2 grounds for suppression. First, and smash the like button. We should have over 1,500 likes. Why we got the like button up? Why we ain't got the like button up? We should have the like button up. These niggas out here talking about Diddy got win. Diddy took all losses today. And I got more bad news on the way tonight. Smash the like button. The hell is wrong with y'all? Combs claims There are two grounds for suppression. First, he argues that the government's warrant applications were intentionally misleading, which at minimum requires a Franks hearing. Document 160 at 1, citing Franks versus Delaware. Second, he says the warrants were, quote unquote, unconstitutional general warrants. ID at 2. For the following reasons, the motion to suppress denied. See this opinion in order. Conclusion. Combs' motion to suppress is denied. The clerk of court is respectfully directed to terminate document 159, so ordered by the judge. You bums want to keep playing with me? You bums want to keep playing with me? I show you. I show you. I'm the toughest grass out here. You want to play off? Okay. I show you. I show you. And then, off the top rope, y'all, Diddy just got the worst news of it all. Al B. Sure, the legendary musician, has been subpoenaed to testify against Sean Combs next week in trial. Let me repeat myself again. The legendary Al B. Sure has now been subpoenaed to testify against Diddy. And today, Al B. Sure has come out and without a doubt said that Diddy was responsible, him and his associates, for his attempted murder where his organs failed and he almost lost his life. And that he is willing and will testify in a court of law. But I guess everybody's lying, right, Bookman? Well, Bookman, let's hear what Al B. Sure had to say to Fox 5 News New York today.
Barely walk up the step to sit down here. Barely.
You were my first interview with Cristal, right?
Yeah.
When I was released from the hospital, and it was just, what an amazing journey it's been. You know, I figured, look, when you get lemons, make Arnold Palmer.
So what are you doing now? How are you getting the word out?
Well, you know, it's been an amazing journey. I get the call from my co-founder, Ms. Rachel Nordlinger. We started the Health Equity and Transplantation Coalition, and we are advocating in Congress, fighting for equal access to quality health care, just focused. And my focus, obviously, you know, standing in Congress and speaking in front of Congress, I've made it very clear. I am not here for the politics. I'm not here for the next election. I'm simply here to save lives of transplant patients. So, so there's a focus there. We've had some success in Congress related to having people come across the aisle, because I made that clear. So this is a real life mission. There's no marketing in my life. Roseanne, this is the best time of my life.
You look good.
This is not, there's no hustle, there's no marketing, I'm living my truth, and it's time.
So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, I mean, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah, right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors medically, like, what happened to you?
Yeah,
Because you just collapsed, right?
Yeah, so, just mysteriously out of the blue, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes,
what that,
I want to get into
what that process is. But, so it's been quite a journey. And as I said, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through almost, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking, really? What's wrong with you? No way, but not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
Because you were...
Oh, we finna get into this tonight. Y'all already know we finna get into this. I'm gonna let it play through. Then we're gonna break down what he said. Let's go.
Hinting, saying...
Posting. Yeah. I get calls take it down or else, so on and so forth.
But this is about Diddy, so let's be clear for everybody
this
that
is
doesn't
about
know.
Diddy, who's about to, his trial's about to start. Yeah,
Yes.
they're selecting a jury.
But you were on this train years ago.
Yes, many, many years ago, I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time, and I'm, grabbing Sean like, well, and she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together, because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was a lot of the stuff, came to surprise, but a lot of this stuff will be revealed because
like he said, and everybody running around here talking about they all lying on Diddy, man. Everything will be revealed. Guess why, y'all? They have subpoenaed Al B. Sure in this trial. Remember, y'all heard his name on them name of celebrity list? Al B. Sure has been subpoenaed to testify in this trial. It's on and cracking. Woo!
Be a good idea to finally tell my story. Every network came to me, participating, so and so, but I said, listen, I have no interest in speaking about another man.
But you are in the book.
Yeah, right. But this, I will speak about where our paths cross and which is most relevant, and something I've been trying to say for many, many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage, and in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected.
I told y'all about the collateral damage. Didn't I tell y'all that all these other celebrities get ready to get destroyed? That's why they want to protect Diddy so much. Because they know they all about to get exposed. Collateral damage is about to be a mofo. People finna get divorced. Their families finna be ruined. Their reputation finna be ruined. The mainstream media is going to be digging all into their past now that they come up in this case. Their secrets might come out the closet. It's finna all get taken out. All because y'all boy Diddy didn't want to stand on business and take his little time. But now it's all going to come out. Collateral damage. Let me let it play. I'm going to come back and talk about what he said.
A genre of music that I grew up in is ruined right now.
You're blaming Diddy for that?
I'm blaming this entire industry in the way it's
right. We blaming the whole industry. Hold on, I'm going to let it go.
And, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story of detriment, of diabolical, just heinous, whatever's really going on, it's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you?
No.
No?
I have the truth.
But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And the only reason I wanted to tell the story, Kurt, was very specifically because I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Are you concerned that he still has power outside of incarceration?
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive. Yep. So when they talk about power, that's why all these punks like Bookman and all these dudes walk in fear. These men ain't got no nuts. All of them scared. They all scared. Go along, get along. That's why I rock with my brother Kwame Brown. Go along, get along. A lot of these dudes that talk about they in the go along, get along game, man. And it shows. They prove it to you every day by the way they talk, the way they walk. This situation right here, showing y'all, right? Gatekeepers of the foolishness. Let's keep going.
So this is not about a scared thing, you know. It's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I went through many, many years of scrutiny and being dragged face first on the concrete, being called delusional and things of that nature. When I said sex trafficking and all the things that I said, because my job was not, listen, I don't want to take down your business if that's what you're doing. Just stay out of my backyard. Stay out of what I'm doing. I'm focused, how did we start this, Kurt, from Mount Vernon, writing love songs, to a case, arguably bigger than OJ, in 2025. It doesn't make any sense. We're not supposed to be here. Like I said, there's no celebration in any of this.
Do you feel because
Mitchie, let me say something to you, Mitchie. Mitchie got game. You said, I just don't understand how he's going down alone. Let me explain it to you, baby. Ain't nobody else stupid. Ain't nobody else that stupid. They all snitching. Mitchie, they all snitching. That's why. It's simple. When you say, I don't understand how he's going down alone, I understand it's perfect. They've all given proffer agreements in exchange for immunity. Period. To snitch against him. It's in the paperwork, baby. I've been telling y'all this the whole time. I don't understand why people don't get this through their thick ass skulls. Y'all over here listening to Vladimir. Oh, I got a guy that tells me Diddy's gonna get off, man. They told me Diddy's gonna get bail, even though Diddy had already waived his own right to bail. This dude's a liar, man. These dudes are liars. Professional liars. Lying. For no reason either. It's just lying. It's sad.
you're not supposed to be here, that gives you the freedom to talk now? Because you survived?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. Listen, my faith serves me so well. You know, I'm in prayer every single day, multiple times a day, just saying, you know, just let's get this right. And when you think about it, for me, I don't even wish him harm. I don't wish him, you know, I don't want to be here. I would love for us to all be, you know, riding in the sunset. We sold millions of records. We've affected the culture. We celebrated our genre of music that we came from, hip hop. You know, this is supposed to be a celebration. This shouldn't be a national court case. So there's no anger with me. I don't produce anger, jealousy. That just doesn't come from me.
Listen, I can't wait to read the new memoir. It's called Do You Believe Me Now?
He says, now they come out the woodworks. No. I'll be sure been saying this. Buster. Hey, look, Buster. I'll be sure been saying this. You're blocked. You a buster. You're blocked. You're blocked. You a buster. Point blank period. I'll be sure been saying this. What the hell you mean come out the woodworks? I'll be sure been saying this for years, brother. The hell is you talking about? What the hell is wrong with you, son? Something is wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you, son. And that's the bottom line, son. Something wrong with you. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Now let's go over what Al B. Sure said again. And I'm going to break this down for you guys, because I told y'all this. Now hit the subscribe button, share the video, like the video. Now listen to this.
But when you get lemons, make Arnold Palmer.
So what are you doing now? How are you getting the word out?
Well, you know, it's been an amazing journey. I get the call from my co-founder, Ms. Rachel Nordlinger. We started the Health Equity and Transplantation Coalition, and we are advocating in Congress, fighting for equal access to quality health care, just focused. And my focus, obviously, you know, standing in Congress and speaking in front of Congress, I've made it very clear. I am not here for the politics. I'm not here for the next election. I'm simply here to save lives of transplant patients. So, so there's a focus there. We've had some success in Congress related to having people come across the aisle, because I made that clear. So this is a real-life mission. There's no marketing in my life. Roseanne, this is the best time of my life. This is not, there's no hustle, there's no marketing, I'm living my truth, and it's time.
So you were in that coma in 2022. You had the liver transplant, you had the tracheotomy, all that stuff that went on.
Multi-system organ failure.
Yeah, right. Have they figured out what happened yet?
We will.
No, I mean, have the doctors, medically, what happened to you?
Yeah, what happened? So,
because you just collapsed, right?
Yeah, so, just mysteriously out of the blue, which we do talk about in the book.
Yes,
what that,
I want to get into that.
What that process is. But, so it's been quite a journey. And as I said, even as it relates to writing the book, I went through almost, more than a decade of being scrutinized and clowned by law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking, really?
So this man told y'all that law enforcement wasn't even rocking with this dude. So when he go to court, he's been subpoenaed and he's willing to testify. When he goes to court and he talks about the police, they're going to ask him which police, where, give specifics. And when he does this, boy, it is going to blow. I told y'all this shit finna be bigger than a Carter. I tried to tell y'all this. Y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all ain't want to listen. But y'all finna find out today. Y'all finna find out today. See what I'm saying? Now, all these things are coming to pass in front of the whole world. So he just told y'all. He went to the police. The police laughed at him. Said, man, you saying sex trafficking, bro? What the hell you talk about? Huh? What you mean? Y'all the police. He came and made a report or tried to notify the police. Period. You understand what I'm saying? Period. I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm keeping it real with y'all. But let's keep going.
What's wrong with you? No way. But not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
Oh, see, he exposed it. He said the police were working for this. Listen to what he said again. I'll be sure said the police, he went to the police. Now, didn't we hear this in a lawsuit? One of the lawsuits against Diddy alleged that he had the police on his road. Remember, I told y'all this, and the dude, I told y'all this. I'll be sure is saying this in the public on the news. When he go to court and testify and give specifics, I told y'all this gonna open up all kind of other investigation. Y'all think this shit is a game.
By law enforcement, them telling me, you need some help. Sex trafficking, really? What's wrong with you? No way. But not realizing that they were also working for the situation.
Because you...
Mm-hmm. There you have it right there. Y'all hear it. Smash the like button, y'all. We should have well over 2,000 likes. There ain't nobody in here doing it but telling the truth, man. If you can't handle the truth, man, shame on you, man. Shame on you, bro. And I'm just being honest with you. If you can't support the truth and you don't want to know what's real, man, I don't want to hear from you, bro. Because the day is coming. The day is coming. And hopefully that's a start. And they hopefully go up and get all these punks. You understand what I'm saying? Even the ones that created and turned Diddy into who he is. Yeah, y'all smash the like button, man. We only got 600 likes, man. That's crazy. That's insane that we got this many people in here. That showed me y'all riding on Diddy's cause. That's crazy, bro. The foolishness and the levels of foolishness going on in this world, man, it's insane.
Or hinting, saying,
posting. I get calls, take it down, or else, so on and so forth.
But this is about Diddy, so let's be clear for everybody that doesn't know.
Diddy. Who's about to, his trial's about to start. Yeah,
yes.
They're selecting a jury.
But you were on this train years ago.
Yes, many, many years ago, I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she?
Now, he just said, right here on the news, that Kim Porter, remember Kim's name came up on the list? All this is going to be in court. That Kim Porter told him, watch your back because of Diddy. Kim told him this. He said this right here on the news. What do you think is going to happen when he walk into court next week? And he say this in court, under oath, under the penalty of perjury. What do you think is going to happen when he talks about corrupt police? That's what he said. Everybody always talk about the police is crooked. Well, what about what this guy said about corrupt police? I wonder if everybody going to stand behind him and his claims about the corrupt police department. Or do you only want to talk about corrupt police when it benefits your arguments? Think about this. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. That like button gets the videos out. That's why I told y'all this. Smash the like button and subscribe. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. He came out and straight put him on the Foreman grill. R.I.P. to George. Y'all see what it is? Listen to what the man said.
Wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Basically, yes. Basically. Yeah. So he gonna say that in court, bro. That's gonna destroy Diddy right there. He gets to court, he says that in court, that's gonna destroy Diddy right there. That's already, just all the other stuff he's already said outside of this is gonna eviscerate Diddy. But that right there, that's gonna be like the icing on the cake right there. Let's keep going.
Believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you?
Now he's saying that she didn't die of pneumonia. He said she was in perfect health. This brings up a whole different conversation that's not even in this trial. That goes to a whole different conversation, right? I'm telling y'all this, right? To the person who says that Trump is going to give Diddy a pardon, you got a better chance at pissing in a Coke bottle. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. He went against Trump. That ain't happening. He was the one who went against Trump to try to get Trump not elected. So, wrong, not gonna happen. Trump doesn't forget when his guys turn against him. Sorry.
Yeah.
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time. And I'm, grabbing Sean like, well, and she's in the back going, stop, So it was a...
Oh, he's saying, I'll be sure said, while he's at the Netflix special, he's showing love to Diddy like, yo, what's up, dog? What's up? What's up? Like, he thought it was cool with Diddy. He said Kim is telling him, stop, 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 from the background. That's crazy. This man is giving y'all the whole layout right here. So this is the same stuff he's probably going to testify in court. So Kim was warning him, he said. He said that he was at the Netflix special bigging up Diddy, like, yo, what's up, Sean? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? And that Kim's looking at him from the back like, yo, stop, stop, stop. No. That's crazy. She must have known that Diddy had plans on this dude, allegedly, from the way he's saying it. The way I'll be sure saying it. Because that's how he's saying it, not me, him.
Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time. And I'm, grabbing Sean like, well, and she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together, because it's nothing like the circus that's out here. So it was, a lot of the stuff, came to surprise, but a lot of the stuff will be revealed because, and that's why I thought it would be a good idea to finally tell my story. Every network came to me, participate and so on and so forth. I said, listen, I have no interest in speaking about another man.
But you are in the book.
Yeah, right. But this, I will speak about where our paths cross and which is most relevant, and something I've been trying to say for many, many years. And unfortunately, Roseanne, even with Sean being incarcerated, that's not a celebration. There's no celebration in it. First and foremost, there's way too much collateral damage.
That's the part I was telling y'all about. He's saying there's no celebration, y'all, because he's saying there's way too much collateral damage going on. And let's get those lights up as y'all come on in the building. He's saying there's too many other people that's gonna get hurt from this, man. That was collateral damage means. I totally believe him. There's too many other people that's gonna get destroyed from this, man. Too many people that was just there. You understand what I'm saying? Or people who was just in the wrong place, man, at the wrong time. And they're gonna get, people are gonna demonize them. The media is gonna look at them bad. Some people, you know, they're gonna get caught up in foolishness. You know what I'm saying? It's just all, I mean, bro, all this because of Diddy ass. Think about this. If you were secretly recorded and they play that shit in court and everybody gets privy to know that you're on these tapes, bro, it's gonna be devastating, man. It's gonna be devastating, bro. You know the jury's gonna write books about this shit afterwards and explain everything that was on the tapes and get money off that stuff and everything like that, bro. It's crazy, man. I'm telling y'all this, bro. It truly is, man. It truly is. This is a horrific situation, bro. This is a horrific situation, man. And to see that this thing is finally going before everybody, y'all. I want y'all to really think about what I'm saying, man. This is going before the world now. The whole world gonna see this. It should let y'all know, man, what type of situation y'all dealing with.
And in many, many ways. Many people's lives are affected. And in fact, a genre of music that I grew up in is ruined right now.
You're blaming Diddy for that?
I'm blaming this entire industry and the way it's gone.
See, he said I'm blaming the whole industry. You know why? Because people in the industry have allowed this foolishness to continue. Why? Because you got dudes that's running around here saying, I don't know what Diddy's being charged with, man. I don't understand it. All these people taking up for the foolishness, man. Defending the bull-ish, man. Point blank period, man. Defending the BS, man. Point blank period. And this is the stuff y'all see. Y'all see all these people coming in here defending nonsense, defending foolishness. It is a very, very, very sad situation. And you're all watching it. You're watching it, all watching it play out. Piece by piece. And it's just sad to see it play out like that. It truly is, man. It truly is. But again, vindication is coming. You know what I'm saying? Justice is coming. All of these things are going to pop out in front of the whole world, man. And, you know, the man upstairs is going to reign supreme. And that's all there is to it. But him saying the collateral damage, man, he ain't lying. Y'all watch how many other people get thrown in, their lives thrown into the fire because of this situation. Watch how many. It is really going to be a sad day come next week for the next few months in the whole industry, man. It really is, bro. Because a lot of people y'all looked up to, y'all respected and stuff like that, they're going to be named in certain things. Whether they witness certain things, you guys are going to look at them a different way because you're going to say, bro, how y'all witnessed this all this time and didn't say nothing? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. I'm giving you the forecast before the storm comes. And it's just like one of those storms where it be knocking people's houses and everything out, and people still don't want to listen. They don't want to leave until the last minute, and then they trapped. And I'm telling y'all, man, it's going to be that bad. Everybody that's watching this video, you should know it is going to be that bad come next week. Come next week. And I was telling y'all, the collateral damage is the worst. That's everybody else that's all around that's going to get destroyed because of this. Period. You know what I'm saying?
And, you know, there's no one person that's in charge, but this level and this magnitude of a story, of detriment, of diabolical, you know, just heinous, you know, whatever's really going on.
Man, he said diabolical and heinous stuff that's going on, bro. Think about this. He letting y'all know how bad it is. He's saying it's diabolical and heinous. Well, people didn't want to believe. Y'all don't want to believe that all this crazy type of stuff going on. But you're going to believe now and hit this trial. This trial's going to set everything on fire. I'm telling y'all, ain't nothing off limits in this trial. I'm promising y'all this. There's nothing off limits in this trial, y'all. I hope y'all understand that. Nothing off limits in this trial. I hope y'all understand that. Let's keep going.
It's unfortunate.
Is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you? No?
I have the truth.
She said, is Diddy suing you or threatening to sue you? He said, no, I had the truth. Well, what are you going to sue me for? I got the truth. So he's letting you know he got evidence too. That's crazy. He said, I have the truth. He's saying he got evidence. How you going to sue me? The man said he got the truth. What these people going to come up here and make up about this now? Don't try to spin it. Stand on that same Diddy stand that you Bookman's been standing on. Stand on that. Because the day of reckoning is coming. Straight like that. It's coming. It's coming. Right? And I'm just letting y'all know what it is. Letting y'all know what it is. Let's keep going.
But one thing is, you have volunteered to testify at the trial, correct?
Not as of yet. Actually, I was subpoenaed.
Okay.
Right. He didn't volunteer to testify. He got subpoenaed. Y'all remember all those names? I'm starting to think that a lot of them celebrities, they all got subpoenaed to testify. That's what I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe, you guys, that most of those people's names, a lot of them got subpoenaed to testify. He is openly witnessing, or he is openly saying that he'll testify. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what y'all are seeing going on right now. Straight like that.
So my attorneys worked something out. So I believe when the time is right, I'm going to discuss it with my attorneys.
But you're willing to?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, there's no, like I said, this is not marketing for me. I'm living this life. And the only reason I wanted to tell the story, Kurt, was very specifically because I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down.
See, and that's another thing. Think about what he just said. It was a PR campaign against him to shut him down. Why was there a PR campaign against him, y'all? Why was there a PR campaign against him, y'all? Why was there a PR campaign against this man? That means people were paying to go against this man, for media to report against this man or to suppress this man. Don't y'all see that same type of stuff right now going on? Where it's people in the media that's capping for Diddy. And you're like, yo, hold on. Is these people getting paid to cap for Diddy? Because it don't make no sense whatsoever.
If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head.
Man, he said there's a bounty on him, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. But I guess he lying about all that, right? He lying about all that, too, until he showed proof. Then they moved the goalpost to say, oh, they're trying to tear down a black man. Lame-ass excuse. That excuse worn out. You can't use that excuse every time. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and look at what we're doing to destroy each other and destroy ourselves. Period. I'm telling y'all what it is. Jazzy, don't worry about what somebody's calling you. It is what it is. Them bums are going down with him next week. Straight, they going down with this titty Diddy shit. They going getting flushed down the toilet next week expeditiously.
Bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Are you?
It's over with right there. It's over with right there. He said, I believe so, yes. That's attempted murder right there. He said, it's my first time saying it. It's a wrap. You don't think they're going to get him to say that on the stand and show why he believes that? Y'all don't think he... Bro, that's damning testimony right there. Can't say I'll be sure didn't go through it. We all watched him go through it. And his name is on the list. And he said he's been subpoenaed. And he said he's willing to testify. His lawyers are getting it together now. So what do you think they're going to ask him? You know he's going to go in. Here's the thing. The funny part is that I don't even think Mark Angliff on them going to cross-examine, I'll be sure. I don't think they want that smoke with him on the stand. I don't think they do. I don't think Mark Angliff on them want that smoke with I'll be sure. I don't think they want it. We ain't even got 1,000 likes. That's crazy, y'all. We should have well over 1,500 to 2,000 likes. Easy already. This ain't even a question. This ain't even a question. Yeah, I wouldn't even trip. Jassy, just wait till next week. I wouldn't even argue with her no more. Just wait till next week. You finna see. Next week, when this shit hit the fan, all their stories gonna change. Oh, I ain't know he was like that. I ain't know. Man, nigga, shut up, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga been telling y'all this. We've been reading the paperwork, reading the filings. Look at his history. Look at all the people that's making these allegations. All these people ain't lying, man. Don't give a damn what nobody say. All these people was not lying on this dude, bro. They're trying to tear a black man down, man, and blah, 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 blah. Nobody want to hear none of that shit, man.
I'm concerned that he still has power outside of incarceration.
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up.
He said, I'm the only one that spoke up. That's all y'all need to know right there. That's all y'all need. He said he the only one. He letting y'all know it's more. He's saying he the only one that spoke up. So read between the lines. He's letting y'all know it's more people out there. That's what I'll be sure saying. Right? It's sickening, man. It really is, bro. You know, you watch this type of situation, man, and again, you know, it's very, very, very disturbing.
And I'm the only one left alive. So this.
And he said he the only one left alive. That's crazy.
It's not about a scared thing, you know. It's just time to reveal the truth. I mean, it is what it is. I went through many, many years of scrutiny and being dragged face first on the concrete, being called delusional and things of that nature. When I said sex trafficking and all the things that I said, because my job was not, listen, I don't want to take down your business if that's what you're doing. Just stay out of my backyard. Stay out of what I'm doing. I'm focused, how did we start this, Kurt, from Mount Vernon, writing love songs, to a case, arguably bigger than OJ.
He's talking about Diddy, because Diddy's from Mount Vernon. He's talking about Diddy. He said, how did we start this from writing songs to now this? It's crazy, y'all.
In 2025, it doesn't make any sense. We're not supposed to be here. Like I said, there's no celebration in any of this.
Do you feel because you're not supposed to be here that gives you the freedom to talk now? Because you survived?
Yes, I believe so. Listen, my faith serves me so well. I'm in prayer every single day, multiple times a day, just saying, just let's get this right. And when you think about it, for me, I don't even wish him harm. I don't wish him, I don't want to be here. I would love for us to all be, riding in the sunset. We sold millions of records. We've affected the culture. We celebrated our genre of music that we came from, hip hop. This is supposed to be a celebration. This shouldn't be a national court case. So there's no anger with me. I don't produce anger, jealousy. That just doesn't come from me.
Listen, I can't wait to read the new memoir. It's called Do You Believe Me Now? It's out September 9th. But in the meantime, if people want to know more about transplants and organ donation, they can go to transplantsforall.com.
Absolutely. And we're doing such amazing work. Live On New York, we're partnering with transplant organizations who are really doing the work on the ground. We have some interesting meetings. It's like, this has been such a godsend as it relates to, this is why I'm not angry at any individual. That's why we're here now. And I'm here to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate properly. And, right now, the industry is corny. We need a reset. So this is the time for the great reset.
Keep turning those lemons into Arnold Palmer.
That's right.
As you like to say. I see you got your Knicks hat on.
Come on now, listen.
So yeah, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all, bro, it's finna go down, man. So for you guys who just walked in here, Diddy lost all of his motions in court. The judge denied everything today. As all the shit that Diddy wanted, the judge denied it. He took major L's all the way across the board in court today. Even his arguments against Kim Porter, and the judge and those people have announced basically in court today that Diddy's former president of Bad Boy Records, James Cruz, is going to testify against Diddy on behalf of Cassie, along with other witnesses that are set to testify on behalf of Cassie Ventura, it is going to get absolutely shaken and rocked in court. As you guys see all of the paperwork right here, as the judge, he basically went in on Diddy today over this whole Cassie situation. And the judge told Diddy straight up, he says, as evidence of Cassie's, who's victim one, civil suit against Diddy, the affidavits already include this information. And he says, while the affidavits don't reveal that Combs eventually blanked, which means settle a payment to resolve the case, it is unclear how blank undermines Cassie's credibility. How the lawsuit. It says just the opposite. Having already been blanked, Cassie lacked any financial motive to lie. So the judge is saying, look, after already being paid off in that lawsuit, that's pretty much probably what's redacted right there. He's saying she ain't had no reason to come out and lie after that. She's already got her money. Why would she lie now? It says, and while Combs is correct that the information as to a confidential informant's credibility must be considered in a warrant application, he also says that the Second Circuit differentiates between professional informants and witnesses like Cassie, who need not be shown to have previously reliable before, who need not be shown to have been previously reliable before the authorities may rely on their statements, right? It goes on to say, in addition, other witnesses that corroborated Cassie's information, right? There were other witnesses that corroborated Cassie's information. Like I told y'all, Cassie talked about a lot of these people in her lawsuit. And one of them was James Cruz. I told y'all this in the other video. I'm going to put a link to that in the chat room. You know, it's over for Diddy, bro. His ass is gone, man. And like I said, the judge denied all his little shit today. Just denied everything. Grand slammed his ass. You know what I'm saying? And then he said that Cassie's own statements at the bottom to law enforcement were not the sole basis for probable cause. So the judge is saying, look, there's more basis for probable cause than just Cassie's, testimony to the police. And here's the question. If Diddy said Cassie was beating him up and shit, why he ain't go to the cops? They're saying that Cassie got statements to law enforcement. Why don't Diddy? Why didn't Diddy? Answer that question. So Cassie went to law enforcement, but Diddy didn't. Says it right there. Victim, read the last line. Victim one's own statements to law enforcement were not the sole basis for probable cause. So apparently, Cassie did talk to law enforcement, but she had cooperation with other people who were cooperating witnesses. And I'm going to tell y'all what Cassie's going to say. She's going to say sometimes she didn't tell nobody because she was in fear, because she's going to say that Diddy had that much power, that it was so many people that was, working for this dude, that it was pointless. I know that's what she's going to say. So, like I said before, man, the feds, I told y'all, man, when they come to play ball, man, these people think they playing. They ain't playing. Every single paperwork he put out got denied. Read that last line right there. It says, having failed to show some evidence of both discriminatory effect and discriminatory intent. Didn't I tell y'all that him bringing in that black lawyer wasn't going to do shit? Everybody was like, oh, Diddy got the black lawyer. She was at the trial ticket. Nigga, that don't mean nothing. Oh, it's going to make the judge and them think that why would a black lawyer who survived SA believe Diddy and we working with that shit don't mean nothing. The judge rejected his ass today on that too. Read that down there. Read that last line. It said, having failed to show some evidence of both discriminatory effect and discriminatory intent, right? And it shows you the case you need to see. Further discovery on this issue is unwarranted. The motion to dismiss is denied. So ordered. Today, signed Judge Submaranian, man. It's easy work, man. Tell these bums to stop playing games, man. Unless they got paperwork, y'all, I wouldn't listen to none of these rats. If they ain't got no paperwork, I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. I don't want to hear nothing. No nigga looking like Bookman got to say if he ain't got no paperwork, nigga. Point blank, period. That nigga ain't bringing up no paperwork, nigga. What we talking about, nigga? Talking about Diddy got big win. No, he didn't. He nigga took losses all the way across the board. Took losses and they got another victim that's coming up testifying against the dude. That was announced today too by TMZ. That's in the paperwork. What is y'all talking about? I'll be sure to just let y'all know he testifying. You know Kid Cudi probably testifying. It's probably multiple other people that's testifying. That's on that list. So again, you think the feds is playing games? No. And y'all finna hear these names at the trial, and I'm gonna sit back and laugh. Because all this shit these people talking, they're gonna have to answer to all this cap they've been putting out here in their videos. And they don't believe no switch up either. Make them stand on all that shit they was saying. Real talk. Because when the evidence come out in this one, man, like I told y'all before, it's gonna get ugly. So most deaf. And you ain't gonna hear the most sinister stuff until you get to court. When you get to court is when you're gonna hear everything. When you get to court. So, you know, you heard I'll be sure trying to hold back in that meeting. That's because he can't say everything right there. I guarantee he's gonna say it in court. But he did damn sure say that Diddy and his associates was responsible for what happened to him when he almost lost his life. That's attempted murder. He said that. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. Y'all smash the like button, share the video, man. I've been trying to tell these people, man. Get on the right side of history, man. This stuff is all in the paperwork, man. You gotta read paperwork, man. If you ain't reading paperwork, man, and then when they crack out these minors, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear what they gonna say then. What they gonna say then? What's the excuse gonna be then? It's in the paperwork. What is that excuse gonna be? Crazy work. Man, y'all stay blessed, man. Fear only God. That's it. You understand? And I mean that. Stand on business at all times, man. Stay blessed. Y'all know what it is. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.